Alright students, fine girls and boys, ladies and gentlemen, a very special good evening to one and all. Welcome to the day 29 of our full stack web development series. This is me Shabnam from the code Ark, welcoming you and motivating most of you outside to learn coding. Alright, it seems as if just it was a day before that we had started with this series, and it's already 29-23 sessions today, 29 to 30, correct? Fine. Without wasting our time, let's have a quick recap of what we have learned yesterday. We started with BootStrap, in between JavaScript. We introduced ourselves to the official website of BootStrap, the official links which we need to keep pasted in our web document. Some of them were CSS, some of them were JavaScript links under script and link tag. Good evening my friend. Is that okay? And then later we tried understanding some of the effects which can be given to the different components, like bootstrap color using different bootstrap classes. Is it okay? Background colors, alerts, buttons, and so on. And in fact, we also learned with the different types of effects that could be given to the table. Maybe if you want to be a hoverable table or a strip table and so on. A piece of advice, small piece of advice, do not postpone the practice part from your side. Is it okay? Because what we have learned yesterday, once again, ever we will do it in the series, in the same series, the chances are too less. Even if I sit to take a revision one day, learning all these things in 1 hour would be a great challenge. Alright, so make sure that from your end you aren't delaying the practice. You are practically doing things from your side after the lecture ends as soon as possible. Okay, but that was what I wanted to say. Fine. So let us quickly start our work quickly. I've already kept a project created here. Okay, that is day 29 program 1.html. Let me keep it to run, please, because it takes time on my system. Okay. Alright. For this to contain bootstrap classes, I need to import those bootstrap link. Fine. I open yesterday's program and I copy those links. If you could remember, one was a CSS file and 3 of them were the JavaScript source file. And if you do not want to copy from anywhere here and there, then better go directly to the official website of Bootstrap, whose link I had already shared yesterday. If you do not have link, no problem, just write official Bootstrap website. And you get the first one, that is getbootstrap.com. Okay, just go to the documentation part, and here you are set to go. Okay, inside introduction, in a quick start, you will get all those links which we need from CDN, that is Content Delivery Networks. Is that okay? Fine. Alright, coming back here, copying this, pasting into my head part of the page. Okay, Navin, okay, I will without fail, sure. Okay, just saving this and going back to output. Yep, nothing, because the body is blank. No? Okay, I'm going to show you something very interesting. So make sure right from the minute now on you are concentrating. Okay, I'm not expecting you to code side by side with me. वो काम आप वीडियो देखते देखते बाद में करना. So the first thing that we start the class today is with card component. Okay, how will you go to from here? From here, people. Okay, look, this is components, official website, and if you could see a card component. Alright, take it. Sometimes on the website, this is how you find, this kind of information presented in this type of box. Is that okay? For example, there is some image here, say image of a person, and there is some description, and there is some link provided. Say click on this link so that you will open the biodata or resume of the person. Okay, like some of the matrimonial websites, if you have seen, कभी किसी matrimonial website को देखा होगा तो आपने, this is how the information they keep in different boxes, right? The one that I'm going to take an example is of e-commerce websites like Amazon. How do they keep products in different boxes? Check it out right now. So I want to purchase school bags or just bags on Amazon. Okay, bags on Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, Ajio, etc. I go to Amazon. Okay, look at this information, people. Yeah, you want to go to its official website. वो देखिए कैसे बताता है, in properly in a box, correct? Somewhere in the top of the box you will find the image. Okay. Somewhere you will find the button in the form of some link and maybe some other information. Okay, even this information was nothing but again in the form of a box, correct? So this is nothing but a card layout. All this effect is achieved, ये सब effect achieve होता है via BootStrap card. Even if you read the page, or let me say code of this, source code of the page, you will find that this is card layout behind. Okay, fine. So let's see how to do that quickly. I come inside the body. Let me use a division tag and simply inside the division I write hello. Save. Okay, so hello looks like this. Right. But if I write hello in a card layout, अगर ऐसा लिखा होता, देखिए, class is equals to card. This is very interesting, people. This will help us to create a very appealing web pages and website. Okay, ये सब आप हर जगह देखोगे. In fact, in your some kind of GPay and Paytm app, and maybe Netflix. Okay, maybe Netflix. For example, they just want to show you the poster of a movie, and below that poster, they want to show you some kind of description, rating. Sometimes they also give you rating in the card box. Okay, so I save this class card. This is a BootStrap class card. ये कोड लिखने के लिए ऊपर सारी लिंक्स इंपोर्टेड रहना चाहिए. बिकॉज वेर इज दिस क्लास डिफाइंड? माई क्वेश्चन, कहाँ डिफाइंड है? क्या आपने कोई CSS फाइल क्रिएट किया है? नो. So these classes are defined in the definitions of those BootStrap libraries which you have already imported. Okay, check how it looks now. Okay, you will find this has come under one box. Could you see this line? Hi, please keep writing yes or no in the chat section. Hello is now under a box. Remove card. ये निकाल दो. That box is gone. Okay. Write it, and the box is here. Correct? Okay, you don't want box so big. इतना बड़ा नहीं चाहिए, तो no problem. Use an inline CSS and set the width. Let's say I wanted only of 300 pixel width. Okay, so you see the width has been reduced, correct? Fine. Take it. Okay, I don't want to write hello. I get rid of this. Okay, remember every card has a card header, card body, and a card footer. Okay, like how you have a page, you know, there is a margin, then there is a page, and then there is a footer of the page. Footer. So similarly, you want, you can fit anything inside. Say card class is equals to card header. Okay, and I write something like this, hello. Okay, then division tag card body. Inside the body I say this is my first card component, and inside the footer I want to write some kind of message, say bye. Okay, card footer. Okay, see, instead of bye I say enter. Something like that. Check it out how it looks. Okay, Yes ma'am, I see the difference. Thank you for that acknowledgement, Naveen. Thank you. Okay. Alright, you will see something like this, hello, and this is my first. So that means you will find the different sections. Am I right? अभी compare करिए people. देखा जाए तो यहाँ पर वो सब sections ही है. If you could go to some other page. Alright. Okay, they have disabled those head highlights here. Never mind. Never mind. But this is how it looks like a section. Okay, even in the body, this is the body, right? Even in the body, you can give some, instead of writing this, inside the body also, you can also write, say, card title. Okay, body can even contain title. Okay, say product 1. Okay, body can contain some card text. Okay, class is equals to card text. Okay, this is an amazing product. Let's see how it works. Okay, so you could see both of things are inside the body part, correct? Remember, header, body, footer, and inside the body you can again have some title, so that will be given another box. If you don't want, don't keep. Then you can also have some let me call it as a description about the title. That means the body or the text, right? Yeah, you can also give some links here, like say click for more. Okay. Title of this link is more information. Okay, click here for more information. I'm just writing hashtag, means self link. See what happens. This is how it looks. Yeah, there is another class also called as class card link. Okay, that is more or less looking the same. Hoping you're understanding. More or less looking the same. So all these things is inside the body. Okay. Now assume that I run a restaurant or a Swiggy Zomato kind of app. People, see, I'm developing some kind of Swiggy or Zomato kind of online food ordering app, and I want to show on the menu that what all different food items as of now are available. Okay, so maybe in the header I want a photo. So let me write like this. Okay, instead of writing just message hello in the header, you could see, right? This is the header. I open an image tag here. Okay, src is equals to, now I have kept actually a lot of photos pasted in our folder. See, download 1, download 2, download 3. Some of these are copyrighted also, because we are not working for any real-time production. I'm not bothering about them. Alright, put the image. Yeah, that's what I'm doing it. Okay, let me take this image. Say this, the name of this image is only download.jpg. So download.jpg. Okay, download.jpg. So image in the header. If it, okay, that's working well. Yeah, you can increase the size of the image. Say I want width a little more. Width is equals to, say, 150 pixels something. Okay, what if I write 250? Something like that. If it is becoming a little blurred, then reduce it. Choice is up to you. Okay, take it. I want to give the title to this image as, say, pav bhaji. Okay, so inside the body section I set the title as pav bhaji. Okay, I just changed the text here. It tastes delicious. Okay, this is a delicious Indian cuisine. Okay, something like that. Okay, so for more info or for ingredient or for price, you can click here. Okay, for any of this you can click here. Okay, and say instead of enjoy I want to create a button called as order or add to cart. Okay, so this is the footer part of the page. Check it out, guys. This is the footer part of the page. I get rid of this message enjoy चला गया, footer खाली है. Okay, and I write here say button. Button. So let me call it as order now. Okay, order now. So it looks like this. But if I could give some bootstrap effect, so let me say class is equals to btn and btn primary. Remembered yesterday? This looks a little good. Okay, so I want one more food item to be displayed next to this. इसके बाद में एक और food item चाहिए. ठीक है, so what I do this time I copy this entire division tag starting from here to here. Control C and I paste it again. All that I do is I change the image from here. Okay, so let me call it as download. Okay, let me take download 1. I don't know what it is actually. Let me see that. Fine, so this is chai. Okay, it is chai. So let me change the title of it. I call it to be a chai. Where am I? Okay, here. So card body, under that instead of pav bhaji I just change it to be chai. That's it. Okay, now suppose if you don't want one below another, ऐसा एक के नीचे एक नहीं चाहिए, people, you want one next to next another. So what you have to do is you have to write on the top of all the card division class is equals to card columns. Okay, card columns. Let's not close the division here. After all the cards have been created, we will close the card column. You understood? So this division tag opens right when the body starts. It opens right when the body starts and it ends here right after all the card items ends. That means somewhere here. Okay, check how it works. I think that's looking a bit good, correct? Fine. In fact, a better version. You want to reduce the height of this image if you don't like that high. Okay, उतना बड़ा नहीं चाहिए तो. This was chai. Okay, say let me call it as height is equals to 100. Okay, if not 100, 200. Okay, some more words. See, is that fine? Right. So similarly, if I could copy this card and paste it again, just by changing the image. Alright, so that's cool. This is how it is going on. Is that okay? People understood what do you mean by card and how these different cards can be put inside a card column container. Okay, card column container. Okay, would be glad if you could write yes or no in the chat section. People, if you could write yes or no in the chat section, we would be glad that you are understanding. Right? No? You want me to repeat something? People who are here, hurry up, guys. This should be a type of dialogue. It shouldn't be a monologue. Not just one person speaking. You also need to put in your inputs. Okay, thank you. Alright, fine. So this is how it is working. You want to reduce the size, you want to make them more compact the way Amazon does or the way Netflix does. ऐसी coding करता है वो. Thank you. This is how they do the coding, right? They just want to put their products below the product. There must be some kind of description and it goes on. Alright, ठीक है. Let me show you, like, say for each of these products, say I want to give an option. Like you want to order this to be a half plate or a full plate. Thank you for the people who are acknowledging. Good. Okay, say half plate चाहिए कि full plate चाहिए. half or full. Everywhere I have an option. Interesting. Thank you. Say chai half or full. Noodles say half or full. Pav bhaji say half or full. Similarly, if you go to purchase some kind of clothing आपको वो option देगा. Select the size. People sizes, small size or XL or double XL. क्या size में चाहिए भाई? Right? So I want to provide this kind of size options also. All that we can do is creating a select option box. Remembered? Select option. Long back when we started the full stack and we were learning HTML, I explained you how to create that drop down option. Good. Attractive. Good. Attractive तो भाई ये तो अभी भी हमने बहुत काम चलाओ बना दिया. If you give a little more efforts, a little more time, थोड़ा और strategically सोचेंगे तो it really gives you the feel of a real-time web page or a website. Right? For example, if it's an add to cart button, every time add to cart comes with plus and minus options, correct? Say I want to order a trouser or a t-shirt. But how many? One t-shirt, two t-shirts. So if I say order now, it will ask you like number of items. So all these features are yet left to be inserted. Good. Thanks for your acknowledgement part. Very good. Okay, so let me see how can I create that kind of drop down, but which is not a simple HTML drop down. A special bootstrap effect called as a drop down. Got it? पहला उसको ordinarily बनाते हैं outside the card. Okay, say I create somewhere here. Say div class is equals to drop down. Okay, class is equals to drop down. All right, now see what I do is let me first code. Then I tell you what exactly is happening. Button. Okay, type is equals to button. Yeah, type is equals to button. Okay, even if I do not write type, it's okay. Let me just say here, let me say quantity. Okay, quantity. Okay, fine. If I come here and I show you, this is how the quantity button looks like. So let me decorate this button by giving it a bootstrap effect. Okay, so what I do is button, say class is equal to btn and btn primary. Okay, somehow good. Okay, but actually today what I want to know, this button should provide me the drop down option. Ideally buttons don't have the drop down, but bootstrap can make your buttons to have a drop down option just by writing here drop down toggle. Okay, check what happens. Go to see this arrow mark. This is the effect of this code drop down toggle. So if I remove this bootstrap effect, it's an ordinary button. Look, that arrow mark is gone. Okay. And if I provide it, it comes back again here. Okay, so this is back. Clear? So that is what is the meaning of drop down toggle. Alright, fine. Next, every time you create a drop down, we have to create two things: drop down menu and drop down item. Check how. Class is equals to drop down menu. Okay, and every drop down menu has some drop down items, which is always an anchor tag. Okay, if not anchor you want, you can write it as a paragraph also. So let me say class is equals to, say drop down item. Okay, say half plate or half cup or full cup. Half and full. Wait, all your doubts, I'll come to them one by one. So remember this hierarchy, bade se chota. First is a drop down. Inside the drop down, we create a drop down menu. and these menus have different menu items called as a drop down item. Okay, you see the drop down menu is coming to the end here, containing the different items inside. Is that okay? Fine. So if you could come here, but unfortunately you will find it कुछ हो नहीं रहा है, even though I'm clicking upon the quantity so many times. Correct? Even though if I click on this quantity so many times, nothing is happening, because you actually have to link this button with this entire drop down. Right? So how do we do that? See, this is we are doing for the first time today. We say data toggle is equals to drop down. Okay, data toggle means what? Change into, change to. That means change this button to drop down. Okay, when clicked, change this button to drop down. That's called as a data toggle. What to do if it is clicked? What to do? Okay, go to drop down, and I hope this class drop down is already used up or defined up. Okay, so if you could see here now, alright, that's half or full. Right, mind you, this is how we have connected button to the drop down with the option data toggle. If I get rid of that code, you find here quantity is not toggling down, it's not providing any option. No, but if I put it back here, data toggle, save this, so that means this button is now connected to your drop down. Is that okay? Everyone who are attending? Correct. So what if I want to put this somewhere inside the body of the card? So let me do one thing. This entire code to create a drop down, I cut it. I cut this. Okay, and let me take the first card, first card. Okay, inside the body after the link. Okay, or after the link. Fine. I paste that code. That means this is inside the card body now. You see the drop down is inside the card body now. This is where I paste it. Save it. Okay, so quantity is coming up here. Alright, you can change the button type a bit. Instead of primary, let me call it as info. Okay, so it's a bit different. Is that okay? And order now, if I could change it instead of primary, maybe secondary. Let's see what looks good. Okay, if no, then success. Somewhat like that. Is it okay? So if I say order now and I select half, so half has been selected. That JavaScript code will have to look after which one was selected. Right? Say half or full, that JavaScript code has to look after. Correct? So similarly, if the product is like a trouser or some other variable item, maybe I'll be giving an option of size. Is it okay? Or maybe some kind of other item like some tap and all, say small size, medium size, or a large size. Correct? Fine. So that's how we can provide it using the drop down class of your Bootstrap. Is that okay? All of us, say for example, this is my home page and I want to create a navigation bar. Look how beautiful the Bootstrap gives us an option of. Okay, that means right when the body starts here, I forgot to code for the container today. Make sure that you're always writing Bootstrap code inside a container or a container fluid. Okay, that gives a good feel when the web page is loaded. Remember always. Okay, so say I want my website actively to look like this. There should be some logo also, although I'm not coding for any logo as of today. Right, so let me say here div. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me first create them as a form of links or unordered list. Okay. Say li. First list item is a link to home. Second link item is a link to products we sell. Okay, my home page shows the list of food menu. Say this is the Zomato ka home page. Okay, Okay, another shows me the option about us, and the last option shows me for feedback. Okay, so if you could come back here, this is how it is created. But I really don't wanted my navigation bar to look like this. Okay, if you really visit some kind of website, say let me take you to Wikipedia. Okay, let us come to Amazon only. Okay, you look how they have provided navigation bar here. This is all. This itself can be further drop down or open. Okay, something Amazon fresh, because here you will have mostly the perishable items, or say some kind of food items, right? Okay, Amazon fresh, I could see groceries mostly here. Okay, grocery mostly here. Fine, don't change. Okay, then bestsellers and Amazon mini TV, if you want to sell something. Today's deal, if I could go to, that is today's deal. Okay, Amazon पे आप देखोगे ये सब टैब में bounded है. These are tabs. Okay, so let's see how to create this one kind of a bar. Okay, ठीक है. So coming inside the body, and I give this UL class as navigation. Okay, the moment you write class as navigation, you see how the things changes here on our output, and it really looks like a navigation, correct? Home, products, about us, feedback. You want to give a little space as well. Alright. If you want 2 spaces, something like that. Okay. Okay. So this really gives you a feel of a navigation bar. Am I right? Or at least the navigation. Okay. What else can we do inside? Say this one, we want it to be class navigation menu. Okay, every navigation has a navigation menu, and this is navigation menu. All these list items are navigation menu. Okay, all these list items are navigation menu. Fine. Okay, you won't find any minor difference or the major difference here. Okay, but suppose this home, it looks like a simple text here, but I want to look like a link. So let me write it as an anchor tag. Okay, anchor, href as hashtag, and anchor closes here. Correct. Anchor closes here. Anchor closes. Okay, you can also give this a class, BootStrap class effect of navigation link. Okay, navigation link. I could see the effect here, people. See, there was some padding now. Am I right? Could you see? If the moment you give a navigation link, it gains some kind of padding from top bottom. Okay. Similarly, you want to change. You change even product as a navigation link. This is another class. Okay. And instead of home, I write here product. Alright, so this is also navigation link. Fine. Yeah, it would be better if you write this inside the navigation menu, because menus have a link. Okay, the benefit of writing a navigation menu is if you want tomorrow, you can further break it into a drop down. वो नीचे और drop down में टूट सकता है. Got it? Fine. So likewise, about us, just simply writing about us. If you write it in the form of a navigation link, it looks a bit cooler. About us. That's correct. And then maybe feedback as well. Okay, feedback as well. This is feedback. Alright. ठीक है? अच्छा, when you write the class, people, when you write the class as navigation, you want, you can give another effect as justify content center. Look what happens, it comes in the center, otherwise default was left, correct? Or justify content end. All these things can be, all these stuffs and codes and keywords and the classes can be mastered only by practice. That's what I was advising you in the beginning of the class today. Do not delay the practice. Okay, fine. So you want to can justify the entire navigation bar either this side or that side. So I write it as somewhere in the center. And if you do not write center or end, it is by default in the left. Correct? Fine. And suppose if I write like this, flex columns. Flex columns. No. Okay, it was not columns, it is column. Flex column. You see, it is row wise. It's showing row wise instead of column wise. Am I right? It's showing you the row wise detail as compared to the default value, that is a column wise. Hoping people are understanding. Okay, all of us here. All right. Okay, you wanted to show you something. All that you have to do is to get a navigation bar. All that you have to do is, okay, just write navigation tag. Look, do not be confused. Above my UL, this all was, no, that is left. Navin, hover effects वो पूरी अपनी आप में class है. If you want some kind of pop-ups, understood? If you want the moment if somebody plays a mouse and it should be completely popping out. Okay, so that itself is altogether a class. Like that is not just about navigation. Okay, we'll come to that. I agreed with the point. We'll come to that. You want to say exactly when I was keeping my mouse on Amazon page and how it was hovering out, correct? We are yet left to come to that. Good, but this is UL and UL has closed here. Even UL has closed here. Let me get rid of this flex column. I don't want that. Okay, so navigation bar is back here in the vertical columns. And suppose if I write on the top of it navigation tag itself, this will actually create a navigation bar. Okay, fine. Let me not write anything like this, nav bar expand and all. I just show you the simple navigation bar first. That means this entire unordered list we are wrapping inside the nav tag. You getting it? ये पूरी unordered list, okay, wrapping inside the navigation tag. Okay, so check how it looks now. You could see it is a bit bigger. It's a bit bigger. So if you want, you can write something like this: background primary. Okay, background primary. Okay, now primary means what? Actually, it is going to show you some kind of blue. Or if you can't see, then write. Okay, you have to change the text of each link as white, because otherwise that black cannot be seen so easily on that blue, which is a primary bar. Okay, text white. This is another bootstrap effect. I hope you are understanding what am I changing here. Okay, even that about us, if it cannot be seen on a primary background, then just change the text color. Correct? Just change the text color. So this is again text white. Right, coming back here. Okay, I think this is looking pretty cool now. Right, this is looking pretty cool. Yeah, we can give the hover effects of over here as well. The day we do hover, maybe most probably in the upcoming classes, we'll be learning them. The moment I keep mouse here and it pops up, out and all. Is that okay? All of us understanding? Fine. Acha. Alright, what else can I show you with this? If not primary, how it goes with secondary. So that is just the change in the effect. Dark, light, you want to check them all out. Is that okay? I said you want, you check them all out. Okay, one thing that I had written here, navbar expand. Okay, if you write navbar expand, okay, I think I need to check with some other browser. Never mind. If you write navbar expand, it shows you vertically. If you remove it, it shows you horizontally. But that's okay. If you cannot understand that part, get rid of it, because that thing we have already achieved through flex columns. Am I right? Either showing it all in a straight line or maybe showing them all one after another. Fine. So how will you practice these things back then? कैसे practice करोगे आप? Just go to the official website. Okay, just go to the official website and I'm suppose searching for nav and nav bars. Okay, fine. So this is how it works. It's showing the color scheme, the spacing, and the other utility, what are supported, nav, then toggler, and so on. Alright, this is how I showed you. You try to create even another drop down after that. You know na, how did we create a drop down? Drop down kaise banaya people? So similarly, if you want a drop down, so like for example, this was our drop down code. You remembered? This was our drop down code. So if I could just copy this, and put it as one of the link item. I don't know how many of you are understanding. Say li, another list, class is equals to nav menu, navigation menu, correct? And inside there I am going to provide this way. This is an entire division tag. This is going to give us a drop down option. So let's see how it works. Am I right? Fine. You don't like this effect, just remove that. ऐसा सबसे अलग दिख रहा है तो button info इसको remove कर दो. Okay, so it's looking like that. Hoping you understand. If you don't want to give it in the form of a button, then make it a link again, and again link it with toggle and so on. Correct? Because sometimes it happens like, from here you want to give another option. Is that okay? Say products, people. Products, I want to give an option of veg and non-veg. Okay, veg, non-veg. So that is the product. Okay, let me put it here only. Say veg, non-veg. Okay, veg, non-veg, and maybe after that we are also selling some kind of beverages, and so on. Okay, you add the category, though I stop it. Change this quantity, but type to quantity. Let me select categories here. Okay, so this is how it shows. So this is a category. You want to click to veg. Tomorrow we'll see if someone clicks on veg, how the coding should change and display all the veg items from the menu. Am I right? If somebody clicks on non-veg, then only the non-veg items should be displayed. Somebody clicks on beverages, then only chai, coffee, drinks should be declared. Even in drink, maybe you want to provide another option like alcoholic drinks and the non-alcoholic drinks. So this is how you are going to provide one more drop down. Friends, are you understanding what am I talking? Is that okay? Are you understanding? So if I go to just home page, it is displaying me everything here all around. Okay, but I can of course make into more effect and give more categories and subcategories. Right? I hope you are finding this meaningful. Right? It's giving us actually the real training. How to really code for a web page or a website. Is that right? Someone, if you could acknowledge, please. होवर इफेक्ट आई शो यू माय फ्रेंड. होवर के लिए हमको पूरी वो क्लास एक साथ में सीखना है, वो पूरा टॉपिक आना बाकी है. इज दैट ओके? फाइन स्टूडेंट्स, यस, थैंक यू. ऑलराइट गाइस, ऑलराइट, थैंक यू. फाइन. For some reason we are ending the class here itself today. We have some connected class only for the day today. Alright, tomorrow we will extend the class by another couple of minutes, maybe till 5:15 or 5:30. All of us tomorrow will go again back to BootStrap and we'll talk some another good concepts of BootStrap like carousel. or maybe modals, or maybe tooltips, and so on. Right, fine. A little in a hurry, that's the reason winding of the class and sending you the attendance link. Okay, if your doubt in case if any, then please send to us in the chat section. Okay friends, fine. All right, a quick recap of what we have learned today. We saw right from cards, card columns, and the different classes under cards which you could use: card header, card footer, card body. Even card body can have titles, card links, right? Okay, then we moved on to drop downs. How can we create the drop downs? Correct. This drop downs could be a button, this drop down could be a link as well, right? And then the last bootstrap effect that we learned was a navigation and the navigation bar. Please refer to the official website of Bootstrap and learn as much as effects of Bootstrap you can. Alright, fine, take care. We are very closely coming to the point where we can link HTML, CSS, JavaScript all together and make a good website. Alright, take care. See you back tomorrow for Bootstrap part 3, wherein we'll try to cover up most of the concepts of Bootstrap so that from Monday onwards we can resume JavaScript again. Alright, goodbye. Please take care.